Now let's talk about the importance of channel, not only for Azul, but for the whole Java, open Java ecosystem.
Right. Okay. Well, this is multifaceted actually, but if we break this down into Java as a whole is an open source community technology, so you'll find a lot of DevOps, development operations, integrators, consultancies. Obviously, have built their whole businesses around supplying Java resources, managing Java projects, modernizing Java applications, upgrading people's Java infrastructure, things like that. Um, but what's become more important in the last few years is how Oracle is monetizing Java has had a direct effect on the channel and how it's responding to that opportunity space. So if you roll the clock back, probably around Java 17 to 19, Java used to be free. Then Oracle decided to monetize it, and it used partners. It used a resale community to go to market and really introduce a pricing framework. And then over probably a shorter period of time, Oracle decided to take that business direct and not use channel anymore. At which point, a lot of all the global value-added resellers had built practices around reselling Java, providing advisory services, consulting services, things like that. So when Oracle took that direct, that didn't mean that these partners then just moved away and didn't actually then do anything with Java anymore. They just continued with software asset management, IT asset management advisories, just really because of the relationships they had with those customers. Now, you roll the clock forward to the last 2 years ago. Oracle's been slowly monetizing Java and changing different pricing, but in January 23, there was a big change on pricing, and Oracle decided to go with an employee model, moving away from infrastructure, that's desktops, users and servers. Now, what that meant was that most organizations that typically were either paying Oracle already, were using Oracle and getting away with it and never really paid for it because, of course, it used to be free, or had no idea about the dependencies, all became very worried because there's this huge licensing tsunami that's coming towards them from Oracle because of their employee-based auditing model. So now they could just basically come along and say, here's a bill, and you need to pay it. So what that meant from a channel point of view is their volume of advisory engagements with customers just exploded. So all of a sudden, the customers are coming along saying, how do I deal with this situation? How do I respond? How do I manage it? What's my license exposure? And as a result, what we did at Azul, and I've been part of this, obviously growing this for 2 years now, is we rapidly onboarded and responded to that need, amongst other things that were going on in channel, to really mobilize and help those partners understand how to manage those interactions with those customers, and also look at the alternatives that are available, because people do not need to just license with Oracle and pay a huge bill, and Azul, it's typically 80% cheaper. So it's been a great market to get into, and that's been driving a massive amount of channel momentum. So for Azul now, what that means is that over 50% of all of our opportunities that we have as an organization come from channel. And it was very different a couple of years ago. And also from a revenue point of view, we've crossed some milestones as well on our road to be as channel-centric as possible.